Today we did a bus tour, a guided bus tour that took us to 3 places that aren't easy reachable by foot, and that showed us a very different part of the city of Sarajevo. The first stop was at the war tunnel that during the siege of Sarajevo was very important because it was the only way through which things could get in and out of the city, for example foods or other necessary things for everyday life. The second stop was at the Olympic mountain of Trebević, where our guide took us to the famous bobsled that was built for the Olympic Games 1984, but unfortunately became a tragic scene of war during the siege of Sarajevo. This was also the case for the third stop we did at the old Jewish cemetery that became the front line at the siege of Sarajevo, from where the Bosnian Serbs threw their artillery on the city. But before that it was in use for about 400 years. In the afternoon, finally, we had the nice opportunity to get an insight into a very beautiful mosque, the Mosque Gazi Husrev Bek, that is named after the man who founded the mosque in the 16th century. And the building is considered to be one of the most representative Ottoman structures in the Balkans.
We were standing here, so we saw the back side of the hill. That was the front line. Ilija neighborhood was completely under control of the Serbs, and also the mountains surrounding Sarajevo. So daily average was 326 bombs falling on the city. Luckily, not all of them were successful, but yes, on 22nd of July 1994, 3,777 bombs hit the town. So imagine in one day you have 3,600 minutes. So that's each minute of a day, one bomb hitting the city. But it was mostly spread out in the span from morning to the evening. Complete, constant shelling. To your left you can see the people who were involved in this top secret operation of digging the tunnel. So these are all volunteers who volunteered to work here for free to dig the tunnel, and out of respect, most of them are alive, some of them are dead, but yeah, this is the wall of respect for them to dig this tunnel. So this is exactly the same tunnel, but this one was re-excavated 2 years ago, just before COVID, for the purpose of having a longer tunnel, because there's an original entrance 20 meters long, and it usually got crowded. So here you have 125 meters of the original tunnel, just to show you a little bit of experience how it was going through the tunnel. This tunnel was the only connection outside of Sarajevo for gas, electricity, telephone and water.
I'm very impressed by the whole buildings and how the war happened, because I wasn't realizing that before. I never thought this would be so horrible to see, and that the situation in Sarajevo was that devastating, and they had a sniper alley and all that stuff.
So the goals of these tours, it's usually to show the natural beauties of Bosnia and Herzegovina on the surface, but if you go deeper, it's about to learn about the conflict, about struggling with the conflict, about post-conflict time, and here we are to share our personal experiences, our personal struggles. You know, from the guides that were actually in the war to us who were living in that period after the war. So there's a lot of personal experience that we like to share. Yes.
I think we should learn from history, but I'm not sure if we can, because like things happen over and over again, like wars happen because just of like religion or something, and it's just sad to see that's happening again. Yeah,
the situation is really complicated, but we're sort of used to it. You know, as we grow up with it, so for us we just grow normal. It's the normal situations going on. But I hope the younger generation, the generation that really didn't feel the struggles of the war and post-war period, that generation can do a lot, that they can change a lot. As we were discussing a little bit, understanding each other is most important thing. Understanding, dialogue, exchanging of the experience, because there's always two sides of everything, 3, 4, 5 sides, and it's best to understand and to learn. So I hope these new generations will be really a future asset of the development of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Sarajevo itself.